Nigerian singer Rema finally can respond to the people with the show concern about a sudden change of lifestyle on social media. I mean, we all know how Rema come up, very clean, nice, and focused young boy. I mean, the boy on several occasions when they come up, we do interviews where he talks, oh, you know, they smoke, you know, they drink and all that. Are leaving a lot of parents for their kids to look up to this guy and streaming songs and things. I mean, he was a young guy when he came into the industry, and so he had a lot of young folks following him, especially looking at how he making music in lifestyle, you know, those trap kind of things, switching down to, you know, this Afrobeat and things. A lot of kids love him, and a lot of parents allow their kids to look up to Rema because it was just a typical example for an African parent. I mean, nobody will make their kids look up to a musician where they lead them wayward and things, because this case where they come, if they look up to somebody, whatever lifestyle the person they live, they also want to live the same thing because they become like their God, like their role model. And so when Rema on several occasions say, you know, they do those things, people were excited about it. And sincerely, even though, you know, they do those drugs, drinking, alcohol, and all those things, smoking and all that, he was able to achieve greater height in his music career. People love him genuinely for what he does and not the other side of it, because we all know what fame comes with. You know, fame comes with a lot of stress, where a lot of people we know once upon a time they were rich superstars, and since all of a sudden they became broke and dirty because of drug addicts, because of alcohol and all that. And so when Rema on several occasions he states, you know, they drink, you know, they smoke and all that, even label bosses, Don Jazzy Dems, the Prince Dems could attest to it that, you know, they do those things. People were really excited about a boy in lifestyle and the way he's been able to keep it clean, and the people around him has been able to manage him to be able to, you know, keep it clean all the time and not move wayward just because of he get fame, he get money and things. Rema has a beautiful career. He started shine, get shows, I mean, big features with Selena Gomez, I mean, he's shooting videos here and there, international collaboration. Rema is such a big influence in Afrobeats in Africa right now. When we talk of some of the top 4 Afrobeats musicians, Rema is in there because the things he's been able to achieve with Afrobeats is super exciting to know, bro. Recently just dropped a new album, he is. And so her album, they do big things. The album, they go crazy. A lot of hit songs here and there, a lot of features and all that, a lot of international shows here and there. But all of a sudden, we see Rema start to show some kind of lifestyle on social media, which a lot of people not be familiar with. Why? Because all of a sudden we see pictures and videos every time Rema is performing, every time Rema is making an appearance online, somewhere in photos, whatsoever, and things. We see Rema holding like a stick of cigar. I mean, we all know cigarettes is very bad for health. Even when you buy it on the box of the right say, actually, it's bad for your liver, it's bad for your health. And Rema, where we know I'm saying they come up and things, you know, they drink. You know, they smoke. So how come all of a sudden this boy is out there holding this kind of drug publicly and even smoking it and all that? I mean, what kind of message is he trying to send? Now, people say we're showing concern that, oh, maybe it's for PR sake or whatsoever, but you know, be so a day, because even as he started to do this thing, the likes of legendary musician Timaya and then City Amonga and them all came out publicly to post things, sending message to Rema and in record label bosses, that be the Prince and Don Jazzy, say, why did he allow the boy to all of a sudden pick cigar and start smoking and all that, knowing very well that he's been able to achieve all these wins in his music career and his life, change his family life without touching drugs. So why all of a sudden they allow the boy to hold this thing publicly? This is like denting your image that you've been able to build to clean hard work. All of a sudden you're holding cigar. These kids that look up to you and all that, now you are becoming like a bad influence for them, because definitely, like I said earlier, these kids, when they take you as a role model, you become like their demigod. You become like their god. Anything you won't do, they won't do. And so Rema all of a sudden picking up cigar and smoking it and doing, if they perform the smoke, picture inside the smoke and turns, it's like he's trying to portray a different Rema that people are not familiar with. And so Charlie, all these conversations come out, people were talking, anytime Rema will post picture, people keep worrying, say, Charlie, this thing where they do, we are not familiar. Why are you doing this? I mean, you've been able to keep it clean all these years, win all these things. I mean, we know, so we came into the game somewhere around 18 years, 19. Now you are 24. So why all of a sudden you want to go and pick this thing, this contents? People were worried and sending their messages across and things. Finally, Rema can respond to the people that were showing concern and genuine care and love to him. Now, Rema go on this exclusive interview on GRM. There's like a platform where they interview celebrities, I know it's pop culture and all that. Where, you know, during one of their conversations, they asked him, say, why did he all of a sudden decide, say, he go pick cigar and start to smoke? Now, Rema in response be saying, we all know, say, in the past, Rema has said that, oh, he losing father were losing big brother. And so losing in father and losing in big brother, automatically he became like the adult, he became like the man of the house. Because after his father, his big brother before him, and then now the two of them are no more. And so that became like a big pressure on him as a kid, because all of a sudden he needed to take responsibilities. He needed to become the man of the house and carry the burden on his shoulder. And so that one self lead them to, going to hustle at a very younger age, move down to Ghana, can they do waiter job and things for Accra, Labadi and things, they hustle small, and things, trying to take care of your own mother, because boys, they love their mother. And so the boys not like to see their mother hustle, their mother cry and things. And so as a boy, young boy, where your big brother die, your father die at a very early age and things, you needed to be that man of the house. Like boys always want to be the man and take care of their mother. And so that was what Rema went through. That thing really affected him psychologically, emotionally and things. So he became a man automatically. And so that led to him not even playing with his peers. People at the age of 16, 17, Rema wasn't playing with those kind of people, because now he became like, he can't tell like a man all of a sudden. He needed to think outside the box. He needed to find ways and means to make money and send money home, making parents and his siblings be okay and all that. And so he couldn't have that opportunity to be a kid. He became an adult all of a sudden, and transitioned from there down to becoming a superstar all of a sudden and all that. Everything, if you have like a composure, he can't even be a kid anymore. He has to grow all of a sudden, because he didn't have that childhood lifestyle, that adolescent lifestyle where he make mistakes and all that. So he became an adult all of a sudden. And so this adulthood really lead him to being a star. And then now he's here. He can't even go back and become a kid again. He has to continue being an adult. And so Charlie, you think about time where he say, no, Charlie, I miss my adolescent age. I miss my, growing up age and all that. So I for take that thing. You see that one self day as part of the influence. That's why he release. He decides to this day his album. He go crazy on him. He go do things that probably people of 18, 19, 20 years old will do. Adolescent kind of lifestyle, because he missed that period because of the unfortunate death of his father and his brother. And so Rema decides, say, Charlie, he go do this kind of album. That's why if you hear the his album, he changed the thing. He became like some kiddies, their kind of album and all that. And definitely because he's a star, he has a following, people will definitely follow him. So he decides, say, Charlie, in colleagues, there are boys that are young that started smoking at the age of 13, 14, 17, 18 and all that. But it's unfortunate, say, he started smoking at the age of 24, which he thinks, say, people won't understand, but he's trying to be a kid again, because he missed that years of being that kid. He became an adult very early. And so Charlie feel like, say, this is the time for him to feel free. He has the freedom now, he has the money, he's a star. He won't be free. That is why he decides, all of a sudden he will start to smoke.
And grind. And, God willing, everything happened well, it happened fast. And with fast fame comes fast maturity, and it's just like never ending level of seriousness. So much adults, so much meetings. It was years. I didn't even roll with my age mates. Like my fellow 19-year-olds. I'm not even sure I rolled with a 19-year-old or 18-year-old. When I was 17, I didn't even see a fellow 17-year-old. Even when I was 20, everyone around me was like 5 years older, 6 years, 10 years older. So this project, see me do the it's like I just want to be a child, and it's coming out. It's not me forcing it out. It just sparked in my spirit. Like I just want to feel young again. I just want to be a rebel. Again. Kids make mistakes, and it's like it's acceptable. But when you're 19 or when you're 20 and you're famous and you make that mistake, same mistake a 19-year-old would make, everyone will come for you. Just because you are in the limelight. You're not supposed to make that kind of mistake. Cause what? I'm a kid, I know people who smoked their first cigarettes when they were 13, and I'm 24 and I smoke a cigarette because I just want to feel free. I just want to be a rebel. I just want to break some rules, to life. All my life just feels so planned and so much schedule, and it's like I just got tired, and I put that in my music. I just put that freedom in my music, and I feel like you can get the grasp of that of the essence of the project in the last song.
And so as he talked this in that exclusive video, and people hear and people really think, say, Charlie, what Rema they talk to some extent, they make sense. Because if you've been able to man up very early in life and be able to achieve success in your life. Now, why do you decide to go to drugs? I mean, this is how it starts. It starts small, little by little, and if care is not taken, it leads to the next, and then the next, and then the next, and then you become something else entirely that people still not know who you about, people not get familiar with you about. And so people they think, say, Charlie, that excuse way Rema they give, they make sense to them to the extent. But this is Rema giving an excuse that he thinks works for him. I mean, I know say he has the likes of Don Jazzy, I mean, the Prince and other guys where they work plus some and things where they go advise him, but allowing this to be a reason why you want to pick a cigar where if you take the box every day, right, say it's not good for your livers, your lungs and things, and you still decide to smoke in every video and things. It's like a disappointment to the young kids that look up to you as Rema. The young kids that you grew up with at that age that look up to you. Rema doesn't smoke, but he's a superstar. Me too, I won't smoke. I can be a superstar without doing drugs, because you know the mentality that when you become a star, you see that you have to do drugs, smoke, alcohol, this thing. And Rema wasn't doing that. So how come all of a sudden Rema became 24 years? And Rema, they do this kind of thing. So it's like Rema has disappointed his young folks that were looking up to him. And then even the elderly people that trusted their kids to, look up to Rema. And so me, if you ask me, I think say Rema for relook those things. If it be PR stunts to promote the album too, we understand and all that. But I hope and pray that once the hype or the hype around the Years album, the success and all that elapse, Rema won't be seen holding this cigar, because mind you, all these pictures and videos that are out there of Rema holding this cigar are going to be on the internet forever, because remember, the internet never forgets. And so we hope and pray, say, in reality, Rema is not doing that, but he's just doing it for the camera, for, PR sake, for promotion sake and all that, and that ends there. Because if it continue, it will move from one state to the other, and it becomes something else. And we wouldn't want to have a young, vibrant, brilliant artists like Rema like this in the future. We would also say this guy used to be very fresh, he get money, he was young, he get money, but all of a sudden he became like a junkie, because we've seen that before. It's happened severally. People were up there and today they are down there and people are even stepping on them. And so we don't want to have such kind of thing around Rema where we love so much. And so we pray and hope say it's just for PR sake, and it's just for he has a timeline where he will elapse. If he elapse, let's give us back our real Rema, the guy who is focused on his music, his journey, taking care of his family and all that, and not the guy who is becoming something else that we don't know about, bro. Say the Shadout TV news anywhere the news, they definitely will bring them to you. Do what to like, share, subscribe, tell them so we come, Charlie. This your boy Modi. Yeah, na me yeah.